The NASCAR world has been rocked by another major debate after the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway left fans and drivers frustrated with what many described as a disappointing racing product. Instead of the expected battle at one of motorsports' most legendary venues, spectators witnessed a race dominated by track position, pit strategy, and restarts rather than aggressive on-track passing. Now, Denny Hamlin has stepped into the controversy, offering a bold solution that could completely change the way the next-gen car races at Indianapolis. During his latest episode of the Actions Detrimental podcast, Hamlin admitted that NASCAR must take action to improve the competition at Indy. The Joe Gibbs Racing driver, who also sits on NASCAR's competition committee, revealed that he would push for changes to the next-gen car's aerodynamic package. According to Hamlin, the current design creates too much dependence on underbody downforce, making it extremely difficult for drivers to follow closely and make passes. Hamlin's proposed solution immediately created controversy throughout the NASCAR community. The veteran driver suggested raising the rear of the car and lowering the front to shift more downforce production from underneath the car to the overbody. He believes this adjustment would reduce the aerodependency problem and force drivers to rely more on skill and racecraft instead of simply maintaining clean air. However, some fans questioned whether NASCAR should continue modifying the next-gen car rather than admitting the original concept has failed at certain tracks. The criticism became even louder because Indianapolis was expected to deliver a showcase event for NASCAR. Instead, many fans complained that the race looked more like a high-speed parade, where drivers were unable to challenge each other unless a pit cycle or restart created an opportunity. Several competitors also expressed frustration, arguing that the next-gen car has produced exciting races at some venues, but has struggled badly at traditional tracks like Indianapolis, where passing should be a major part of the show. Interestingly, this is not the first time Hamlin's ideas have influenced NASCAR decisions. Earlier this season, NASCAR announced a reduction of the rear spoiler size for the Daytona race, a change that closely followed Hamlin's previous criticism after the Talladega fuel-saving controversy and massive multi-car crash. While some fans accuse Hamlin of having too much influence because he is both a driver and team owner, others argue that his willingness to speak openly helps NASCAR identify problems faster. Now, all eyes are on NASCAR to see whether Hamlin's latest proposal becomes another major rule change. Supporters believe his ideas could bring back more aggressive racing and reduce the dominance of aerodynamics in the next-gen era. Critics, however, fear constant adjustments could create more confusion and give certain teams an unfair advantage. The NASCAR world witnessed a rare emotional moment at Indianapolis Motor Speedway when Dale Earnhardt Jr. showed just how deeply he cares about the future of racing. During the Pennzoil 250 at the iconic 2.5-mile oval, JR Motorsports driver Carson Kvypl finally captured his first career victory in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, but the celebration quickly turned into one of the most talked-about moments of the weekend. Earnhardt's emotional reaction after the win sparked a wave of discussion among fans, with many praising his passion while others questioned whether NASCAR's young talents are facing too much pressure to succeed. Kvypl entered Indianapolis carrying the weight of unfinished business. After finishing runner-up 5 times, including another heartbreaking second-place result at Atlanta, many believed the #1 Chevrolet driver was running out of chances to prove himself. But at one of NASCAR's most legendary venues, Kvypl delivered when it mattered most, leading 23 laps and holding his nerve to claim a breakthrough victory. The win immediately raised a bigger question across the garage. Has JR Motorsports discovered another future NASCAR superstar? For Dale Earnhardt Jr., the victory was far more than another trophy for his championship-winning organization. The NASCAR legend struggled to hold back his emotions while talking about Kvypl's journey, admitting that watching his driver finally succeed felt like watching a family member achieve a dream. Earnhardt's reaction quickly went viral because it revealed the personal side of team ownership rarely seen by fans. However, it also reignited debate about the intense pressure young drivers face in NASCAR's competitive ladder. Earnhardt's comments about survival in racing created another layer of controversy. The Hall of Famer admitted that winning is no longer just about glory, it is about keeping a career alive. His statement that drivers have to win if they want to stay in this deal sparked discussions among fans who believe the modern NASCAR system puts too much pressure on rising stars before they have enough time to develop. Some argued that talent alone is no longer enough. while others said the pressure is what separates true champions from the rest. The victory also attracted attention because Kvapil defeated a field featuring several Cup Series regulars, including Ross Chastain and Chase Elliott, both of whom finished inside the top 5. That performance increased expectations around Kvapil and fueled speculation that he could become the next JR Motorsports driver to make a major impact at the Cup level, while supporters believe he has the skill and mentality to reach the top. Now, Carson Kvapil's breakthrough win has become one of the biggest stories coming out of Indianapolis. For Dale Earnhardt Jr., it was a reminder of why he continues to invest in developing young talent despite the brutal nature of NASCAR competition. The pressure surrounding Kyle Larson has reached a boiling point, and now even Hendrick Motorsports owner Rick Hendrick appears to be sending a serious message to his championship-caliber driver. After a frustrating stretch without victories, inconsistent results, and several costly mistakes, Larson has become one of the biggest discussions in NASCAR. While many still believe he remains one of the most talented drivers in the sport, questions are growing about whether the pressure to return to victory lane is beginning to affect his performance. Larson entered the season with massive expectations after establishing himself as one of NASCAR's most complete talents. However, his recent struggles have created a surprising storyline. Despite showing flashes of incredible speed, the number 5 Chevrolet has failed to consistently convert strong performances into wins. Critics argue that a driver with Larson's ability and the resources of Hendrick Motorsports should not be going through such a prolonged victory drought, especially during a critical championship window. Sources around the NASCAR garage believe Hendrick's message to Larson is not about questioning his talent, but about demanding greater execution when opportunities appear. Rick Hendrick has built his organization around championship-level standards, and history shows he expects his drivers to handle pressure when the spotlight becomes intense. The concern is that small mistakes and missed opportunities could become a major problem when the playoffs arrive. The controversy has intensified among fans, with some defending Larson by pointing out that even elite drivers experience difficult periods. Supporters argue that Larson's raw speed remains undeniable and that bad luck, race circumstances, and small mistakes have played a major role in his results. However, critics believe the excuses are running out and that a driver considered among the best in NASCAR must find a way to deliver when the pressure is highest. Former drivers and analysts have also questioned whether Larson's aggressive driving style has become a double-edged sword. His fearless approach has helped him achieve some of the most impressive victories of his career, but recent incidents have raised concerns that he may be pushing too hard while trying to end his winless streak. The debate now centers on whether Larson is simply fighting through a temporary slump or whether the pressure is creating a deeper issue. With the playoffs approaching, Rick Hendrick's warning could become a defining moment in Larson's season. The Hendrick Motorsports star still has the speed, talent, and championship pedigree to silence every critic, but the margin for error is shrinking. NASCAR fans are now waiting to see whether Larson can respond like a champion or whether the growing pressure inside one of NASCAR's most successful teams will become the biggest obstacle standing between him and another title run.